It's the little things.
Don, thank you so much.
Every little helps. Tesco's.
Yes, you did, Don. Gazog loading SOG Prairie Fire CDLC. That's cute.
Why do people keep doing that?
I don't know, but... Alright, so we have 2 destroy objectives. One is located in the town on the island. The other one is located in a smaller town on a different island. There's 2 bridges, and both sides will probably have air and transport assets to get to Green4, but Blue4 is trying to add as a defense, and OPFOR is attacking from the north. Interesting. This is actually a very interesting scenario here, but before we get into that, final announcement, 4:30 tonight. I'll be announcing this before every round. We have Pay for Pain tomorrow, 4:30. Dream. I'm going to let the viewers bully the player base.
Can I come?
Yeah, to player view.
Ooh. I think I think people would like to bully me.
All right. Shoot me some information after the stream. I'll get you set up with everything, all right?
Okay.
All right. Awesome. So we do have the menu live. It's tied to the mission command. Also, it's its own command, exclamation point menu, which I think the mission command just states that. So if you want to take a look at that, handle pre-orders, we have a lot of cool things. From emus to parasites to special forces to a plane that fires AGMs from its rear.
What?
To the classic USS War Games, to a bubblegum pink BMD, to a Bradley with infinite ammo, because someone already bought one. But anyway, here comes the first round here. So right off the bat...
I just want to say, all I'm saying is that no one will bully me, because everyone likes me.
Ha! And some special things for any players that consents to bully them outright, which is quite fun.
That's me.
Before I even get into it, I'm going to say I think OPFOR has quite a bit of an advantage here from numbers to also, some speedboat miniguns. We got MI8 on the field here, but let's look at the brief. Dream, movie voice, go, background.
Movie voice? Sorry, I was ripping off a gift card.
Okay.
Background. Russian forces launch a quick naval and air assault on German coastlines, but nearby Allied QRF is ready to assist in defending the German coast. Area of operations, islands. Notes. BLUFOR spawns somewhere in the south area, near the airfield. Recon Leader, or Delta SL, can take temporary command of BLUFOR until independent platoon HQ can take over. BLUFOR speedboats have no ammo in them. The MI8 8MT has 20 parachutes. Mission rules: no diving underwater.
Of course they would do something like that for this, because if you go underwater, you're unable to be killed by conventional bullets, so... Not surprised there, but game mode, really simple. There's 2 caches that Green4 is going to be defending. BLUFOR is going to assist Green4 in the defense of that, and OPFOR is trying to destroy these outright. So, with that, we're going to see for... Let's go with OPFOR first, since they're the attacking faction. They're going to be Russian Spetsnaz with Altons and Gorkas, so that's an interesting choice here. Also, we're seeing a lot of connecting, disconnecting, and reconnecting. Hopefully it won't desync the server out like we did see on OFCRA yesterday, but OPFOR are going to be basically getting AK-74s, 5.45 ammunition, RPK-74s as well, PKPs for the medium, oh my gosh, what's it called? MMG, medium machine gun. LAT, light anti-tank is going to be the RPG-26, single shot disposable tube. Recon's going to get the T-5000, 338 sniper rifle. And then the 2 suppressed shooters within the X-ray detachment either get 45-round magazines for an AKS or 20-round magazines for an AS Val. Considering the terrain, I'd probably go with the AKS because we're going to have a lot of long-range fights. The AS Val would be really good at like CQC, I guess, in the compounds themselves or in the trees, but with all these big open areas, I think the AKS is going to be superior, especially with that 45-round magazine, because, well, compared to the AS Val, the range of that shot is going to eventually drop off. Furthermore, we have these really weird bridges, and I can't believe they've done this in the sense of vehicle rushing is going to be impossible because they have these speed bumps, but it's also going to offer some cover. That's an interesting design. I might actually use that for something in the future, but regardless. Going back over the roster here. Let's see. Just reorienting myself. We seem to have, I'm not even going to go over the vehicle list. We have MI8. The MI8 is armed with a side PKT on the left and then on the right as well towards the rear. So they've got some air support there. OPFOR, I know for a fact their 2 speedboat miniguns are armed. So they've got a rear 50 cal, and I know the 40mm turret's probably going to be rescripted with an M2 or some sort of heavy round ordnance. But let's look. If we look under assets, look at the speedboat minigun. Nope, they just completely removed it. So it's actually just the XM312 on the rear with the 3-100 round magazines, but it does have the scope. That scope also could potentially have thermal optics. So I wouldn't see any BLUFOR mounted on the coast, but they also have all these rubber dinghies. Based on their player count, they're either going to have to use the rubber dinghies or have the chopper take multiple trips, because 50 players for this stuff, I mean, I think 8 can fit in either. Stark just went flying into the ocean. He is now underwater. And that violates the rules. Dream, go ban him right now. Oh yeah, you're not staff. Anyway.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So 8 plus 8 plus about, 20 can fit in the MI8, so there's still another 20 players unaccounted for, give or take. A little under that, but, weird. Regardless, we'll see an interesting attack strategy come out from that. I'm going to do roster information at the end. Green 4 uniform is German Flektarn. Interesting. Loadouts are going to be G36K, so they're basically going to be a German force here with Mini-Me's and MG42s, the M72 Law, M2010, because they have the Marksman. No, the Marksman's part of BLUFOR, so I'll go skip that section, but they also have MP7s and G36s for aviation. Otherwise, assets-wise, they get a single... Oh, I thought that was an M2 Humvee, but it's actually an M2 truck. All right, and then 2 transport Humvees. They also have 2 deployable M2 turrets, which is called the M3 because it's a standing one, and that's given to Alpha and Charlie, respectively. Also going to quickly look at the mat settings. So Blue 4 gets AT rounds, Op 4 get 1 HE round with 2 AT rounds, and the Green 4 just get AT rounds. So Op 4 also having HE capabilities for their launchers. That's pretty nasty there. And then Blue 4, quickly going over their stuff, they're going to... just coming over right now. They're basically going to be Blue 4 Ranger units. We're going to see that desert. Is that desert, or I think that's actually woodland style camo, but it's ugly nonetheless. But they've got a mix of Mark 17, so Scars with Mark 18. So basically 7.62 by 54, or no, 51 NATO, excuse me, and 5.56. 249s, 240s, the M2010, and then Mark 14 or SOCOM 16 for the suppressed shooters, MP7 or another Mark 18 for aviation, in this case being the pilot, but they have an unarmed UH-60 in play. And then 3 speedboat miniguns, but they unscripted all the ammo from the speedboat miniguns, as we'll probably see if we go to Blue 4 and then assets. Yeah, no, there it is. So 0 rounds, 1 magazine. So they just completely took out all the ammo from the period just by nullifying the ammo counter. So that's quite funny. But otherwise, looking over at the roster information here, just go really quick. We have Falcon as a medic for X-Ray. I know you guys like the Falcon bet. He's going to be playing with Bay and Dooley with Mobile X Fonz and Korvac. That's a pretty powerful roster. Bayan's going to be one of the suppressed shooters, Mobile X being the sniper. And I'd imagine Dooley's going to be the other suppressed shooter. I actually don't see where the other suppressed shooter is. I see Falcon. We've got Bayant with the SOCOM 16. Oh, okay, so Fonz is going to be the other suppressed shooter with the SOCOM 16. I'm going to be honest. Between the SOCOM 16 and the Mark 14 EBR, both are pretty similar in the sense that they're 20-round 7.62 by 51 NATO battle rifles. So they're kind of equivalent for this role. Otherwise, Delta HQ is going to be commanded by Captain R. King. Not to be confused with King from Papega. This King is from the 82nd Cab. We got Newton, Nizani, N1, Draco, Billy, Tormy, and Rufus. I think these are some of the players from a newer community that have joined FNF recently. And then we have Sam and Reapers being pilot and co-pilot for the UH-60. From TSB, I don't think they really need a co-pilot because there's no gunnery. The co-pilot slot's just a little worthless. But then again, that MP7, if they happen to crash land and get into one of the AOs at close range, would be quite nice. Let's go ahead and skip over to Green 4. We have Fisher being the platoon lead. Again, he'll have command of Blue 4 once Blue 4 makes headway into the AO. He's got Dingo as a 2IC. Dingo was once the head honcho of the EU branch, right? So he's back from break? Yep.
He's back from break, but he's also no longer... Well, he is a staff member, but he's no longer...
longer the head honcho. Yeah. So that's good to see him back. Great to have him again. and then Fred being, I believe, their medic. Otherwise, Alpha 1 has Subby, Spiky, Lolo, Seismo, Kibaya, Green Thumb, and Revanche. So a mix of TSB and some AA members there as well. And then you have Papega Pirates, King, leading Charlie HQ with Blam under him, which I believe is a fill-in. I don't think he's a Papega member. But you got Flux, Coda Shade, Sideways, Legal Action, Guy Fury, and Vince. Who are we missing? Who's the fourth one that we always talk about? We got Legal Action, Guy Fury, Kane, Arma Jesus isn't here. That's it. All right, so at least 3 out of the 4 are there. So that's a good roster, but OPFOR's roster is the really beefy one. So we've got Vagrant commanding, who is one of, if not the best commander if within FNF in terms of win-to-loss ratio, and we just see him come up with some pretty good stuff. I'd say the only 2 guys I've seen do better, but only because they rarely do it, is Stark and King at the platoon level, because they come up with some crazy stuff, but they know fully how to utilize some of the more deadly groups within FNF, such as Scandi, Recon, Papega, you name it.
This day just got worse.
Why?
So, do you remember when I said that I had this gift card for Just Eat?
Yeah.
So they, I don't know why they do this, but the fucking peel things on the back are still a thing. And I went to peel it off, and it just all came off. So now the code's gone, and I'm sad. Like I'm genuinely sad. I was happy because I was like, oh yeah, I get to eat tonight. I'm gonna have a feast, and now it's gone, and I'm just fucking sad. That's £15 down the drain.
I'm so sorry. Also, to answer chat's question, no, I'm not having a quote-unquote hydrate open tonight because I'm going to be working a lot, so I can't get drunk, unfortunately. But anyway, back to the roster as we feed on Dreams Tears. We got one RCC taking X-Ray. I know you want to. Stark is being one of the suppressed AKS shooters. Malon's taking an AS Val. We'll see how they do with him. Again, I'd highly recommend the suppressed AKS with the 45-round mags over the AS Val for this map, but hey, to each their own, and there's the 45-round banana mag there. Pepit is going to be the T5000 sniper as well. Interesting choice. DJ leading Alpha HQ. Always love to see him playing. Broken and Kubayas under him. They might be a dedicated crew for the boats based off of where they are in that roster. We got Alpha 1 having Waldo, Wisp, Persian, Hodge, and WCR Hedge. So WCR taking Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has the UA community, which have we seen UA play before? This is new to me. So I think they're fresh. Dream says he doesn't know, which is unsurprising. Scandi Recon taking Bravo HQ. Yanni being in the lead. Wheat in our core being under that group as well. I mean, they're in the crewman slots, which is why they have that AKS there. But it looks like they're just going to be going in as infantry. Bravo 1 has Scandi Recon group, as well as Whiplash, one of the SOG devs that is now officially a Scandi Recon member, and 4IB Stark joining them because he has their same level of aggression. So that's interesting. You got NAFs under Bravo 2 with Cullis, Keenan, Katz, Dobbs, SOF, Nick, and Nemesis. So 2 members of Scandi to facilitate a bunch of other players there. You got Ash, Mott, 2600K, Eric Gazog, Swola, Tackleberry, Banks, and Andrews. Under Charlie HQ, got 1W, under Delta HQ, so Oddball leading the group. These guys are pretty good players. You got Koak, Pierce, Saddam in there. Schult, Maz, and Shai forming a gunboat crew with, I believe, Schult going to be the pilot and Maz and Shai gunning. And then we had another player under them, which I think just disappeared, probably because he merged with another group. So overall, this is going to be a really tough AO. Green 4 is outright abandoning one area early on, opting to hold the other AO so they can capitalize on these bridges. I don't disagree with that plan because the number advantage, OPFOR has like an additional 12 players on their side compared to BLUFOR and OPFOR combined. And then they've got BLUFOR has to basically get into the AO and then receive tasking from Green 4. Then OPFOR are probably just going to go right in. I'd imagine they're going to do a pretty simple northern landing and then just go north to south and then potentially either remount their vehicles or try to push the bridges. Air might also try to deploy on the eastern island to take the eastern objective, and the boats might go for the western one, so we might see some sort of pincer. But it's really favoring OPFOR right now. Dream, what are your thoughts? I think I've talked enough. Stark's flying around with an enhanced movement glitch.
Moving on from my depression. I don't know. This has
Okay.
been I'm just gobsmacked. I hate Just Eat. Just Eat is the worst thing in the world now.
Okay.
But I don't know. Red 4 are gonna win.
Dream.
Yeah.
Did you know that there are starving Lirus in America right now?
Good.
Because I haven't eaten anything today.
Yeah, I haven't eaten anything today because I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll wait until I'm really hungry. I'll wait until FNF, then I'll use this code. And look, Squeaky's making fun of me because he was like, I'm a caveman. As he said, me open, me use force. Oh no, me break. Why this happen? No. I used my I showed my finger to the camera because I just was, I was like, I was just scratching it because it's a peel thing, but then the peel just broke. Like, have you ever? I'm trying to think. Like, taken a label off of something and it just rips, and then you're stuck with that sort of sticky side of the paper.
I guess, yeah.
That's what happened to me. So then I thought, okay, I'll just start scratching it off. And then the gift card is so weak, it just broke. This is their plan, isn't it? This is their plan. I'm just sad now because it says on the back of it, you can't get it replaced if it's broken. I'm currently Oh no, I'm not. I'm not anymore. I was sitting in a queue, but I'm just sad. Why does this always happen to me? Why is it always me?
Because I enjoy your suffering, Dream.
So you did this. You sabotaged my Just Eat card.
Yep. Just so you'd starve today.
I could still buy it, but it just hurts now.
Anyway, back to FNF.
I hate you.
So we already have Papega mounted up in the M2 truck. They're going to drive north on the right island. Mission just officially started. We're seeing those engines go as OPFOR is deploying their boats. Looks like they actually are going to take the RHIBs in force here. And they're leaving a few groups behind as well. The MI8 is not going to field infantry, and interesting. So they're going to go for a pure naval deployment, as BLUFOR also going for a pure naval deployment. What is going on? And yes, Emzakov, that is a crying Englishman in the background.
Fuck you. I just watched the MI8 take off without spinning its rotors.
Yes, it does that. It's a magical MI8, but now it is indeed spinning those rotors. So BLUFOR immediately going up the left flank is a little concerning because those boats aren't armed. It was mentioned that those boats aren't armed. The MI8 might just try to rush over to BLUFOR and engage those boats, and those boats don't have any turnout seats to engage. Oh, this should be good. I'd love to see an opener of just the OPFOR MI8 just start harassing BLUFOR's boats outright. They're holding in reserve. So is the MI8 filled? Yeah, so the MI8 is filled to the brim, and the rest of BLUFOR are in boats. Oh, please tell me the MI8's going to see this and get easy pickings.
There's been so many times where helicopter-related things can end in so many people's deaths, but it never does.
Maz lining up a shot. Does he start firing?
Nope.
Oh, come on. There it is. So that is all of X-Ray deployed in these boats. One has 4 members of X-Ray and the other 2 are being driven as decoys. And they're immediately dispersing. So BLUFOR is trying to bait the MI8 to harass the boats here. Hey, Neko. Yeah, there's 3 sides. It's OPFOR versus BLUFOR and GreenFOR. But the way these boats are driving, they're definitely trying to drive out as bait here to bait the chopper out. But really, OPFOR has so much. I think they were relying on this of, if the MI8 potentially has people loaded in it, but then they see 3 boats, they're thinking maybe they can slow down OPFOR's deployment by assaulting early on. But the reality of this is that MI8 loaded with no one except its gunboat crew, and now they're free to start harassing this group. So great delay tactics for BLUFOR, but also really good foresight on OPFOR by allowing all their forces to deploy via boat instead. They can free up the MI8 to harass the infantry on these boats. However, we do have now Broken coming over with one of the armed speedboat miniguns, and he has the more accurate gun on the rear. And what's really concerning is BLUFOR is going to drive right into him. But the OPFOR boat's going to turn away instead. Maybe OPFOR didn't get the memo there about those boats not being armed. And then we have a Charlie HQ that's completely deployed around. They might try to go over for the other objective, but BLUFOR deploying its forces. Looks like they deploy one more guy because he forgot to get out, but they're definitely going to try to camp the eastern island here, as X-Ray is now going to deploy and potentially harass OPFOR's deployment. So I think they're about to make landfall. I'm really surprised that northern boat that Broken and Kubas were in didn't go down south and intercept. What's the render distance? It's 1,000 meters, so yeah, they were in range to see each other. So I think Kubas pulled back north because he saw those 3 speedboats. I guess he didn't know that they were unarmed. Now you got the 50 firing at the UH-60 from the other speedboat minigun. Not landing any hits, though. The shots are just short. So now you have the speedboat minigun coming down to check on those boat dismounts, but now I don't think Falcon's realizing his bolts are ricocheting off the rock.
Oof.
But yeah, these are some of the best players on the map here in terms of Bay and Dooley Falcon. UH-60 also flying overhead, but the MI-8's coming around. So driver of the OPFOR boat doing a really great job of trying to evade fire. And the
It kind of just looks like he's guessing at this point.
yeah, the UH-60, I have no idea what it's doing. I'm wondering if the MI-8 is going to try to cut it off and do an intercept with a close flyby of its guns. With that UH-60 flying really low and slow here, I think they're going for a distraction play just to stall for the clock. That's the only thing I can think of here. It's a good futile call. OPFOR is now shooting at their own boat.
No, they're shooting at the what?
No, so the MI-8's firing at the UH-60, but there were some OPFOR players shooting at their own boat that was coming north, which was really interesting.
Epic.
Now you got Bant and Dooley firing over at OPFOR's units to the north here, but this is just going to be a massive delaying action by elite troops. And you got Falcon now flying out. The only thing I can think of is he's going to try to check OPFOR's spawn to see if there's an armed boat there. He's now taking fire.
Engaged.
There's not going to be anything over there for him, so he's just running distraction. He sees the OPFOR drivers over here. What if he cuts them off and they ram him? Oh yeah, but the RHIBs they can actually turn out and fire from.
Also, you don't get, fun fact that I've just found out, you don't get the tracers when you shoot out of a rip.
Chicks are catching out of the boats. I was seeing some of them, but you're right. Actually, no, that's just the PKMs firing out. Interesting.
Oh, I just
and Neko,
watched someone in X-ray.
Excuse me, Drunk Firebear, thanks for giving Neko a sub.
Yeah, Korvac's down.
Hope
Oh, no, he woke back up and starts driving forward.
Nice kick out of this scenario. Yep, they're getting in. Now they need to drive.
Yeah, they're not going to escape. They've beached their boat. Oh,
nope,
no.
They still have room to get out.
Oh, no, he just got nailed. Fonz just got nailed. And he was in the driver's seat. Korvac has no chance now. And
AT fires. And there's
Korvac.
that.
He's still alive.
Yep.
He's just has disappeared.
Yeah, so let me check his symbolism here. So he can jump out anytime, but this is one of the things about the speedboat is if it's destroyed and you have ace, you can just chill there. Which is a little meta-y, but...
The funny thing is he was in water, so none of the fire effects is gonna... So everyone there is just gonna think he's dead.
Yep.
But Korvac, all he has to do is kind of just sit there.
Falcon's deployed around. He's now engaging Delta. Quickly folds back. Not sure if he got anyone there, but yeah, no, they're purely delaying OPFOR's advance here, which I find hilarious that... This is the type of stuff I love seeing X-Ray do, because this is what X-Ray was designed for. These delaying of action sort of operations. U-860 flying under the MI8. I love how we have Kubas and Broken with their boat over here. I guess their boat's out of ammo or something. Wait. Did that boat... No.
What?
The co-pilot is off of the right door and he's firing the MP7 at people.
What a fucking man.
Amazing.
What a man.
Yeah, if all the guns work, no, BLUFOR would have probably stopped them because speedboat miniguns are really, really powerful glass cannons. So if he flies low, he could actually snipe RHIBs if he flies behind them, because that's a blind spot where the infantry can't actually shoot from. So that would be hilarious. But now you're having this massive battle line of OPFOR come in. Bayan's just going to hold at the top here, biding his time. Dooley on the outside. Just in a tree, they're going to wait things out. Falcon with Mobile X are going to drive around. They might find OPFOR's boat and see if there's any ammo still left in it, but I think the only reason it would be abandoned is if Kubas and Broken burned all the ammo trying to fire at the chopper. So I just want to see how much BLUFOR can stall, because even then, they've stalled a good 5 to 10 minutes here. And Green4 is just going to, with BLUFOR, hold the choke points. And then they've got the rest of BLUFOR kind of in reserve on the northern side to deny any boat advances. So it's a good call here. But based off of how these bridges are made, you also can't simply have a vehicle rush over. Not that OPFOR even has any vehicles to utilize that rush. Instead, these bumps are going to give them some decent cover to move up.
Ooh.
Now you're starting to see some long-range fighting here. Hey, Falcon is pulling back to pick Core back up because he's getting out of that boat.
Nice.
Now you got the choppers shooting up at the UH-60.
Ooh, he took a couple shots there.
Yeah, that TSB innovation, I swear.
Fucking MP7, why is he stopped?
Because he's trying to line up a shot for his his door gunner here.
He's using a fucking MP7.
And he's still firing back. And I'm seeing some of the bullets hit the water with some splash effects. Oh, X-Ray's gonna find OPFOR's boat. They're gonna check that, see if it's armed. Falcon going for it. We'll see what he can find on it. I don't know why they ran out of it. The only thing I can think of is maybe it was locked or they found an explosive on it, but now they're going to run in and harass the northern line of OPFOR. Meanwhile, Yanni and Arcor coming up to breach this building, and Bayan's just waiting on the open rooftop to snipe anyone that comes up. He's going to hear that door open, though. I'm waiting to see if someone loses their head, if Yanni's going to actually climb that ladder. No, they're not going to clear it. They're too smart for that.
Oh, look at Bay.
Stark's looking up there. He's like, yeah, it's not worth it. You're hearing the 50 cal from the other boat. Yep. All right, other 50 cal firing out at the boat. None of the shots are landing, though. They're coming close, but still no cigar there. Now, I'm willing to bet the MI8 could do a flyover and see Bayan there. Yanni's going to poke his head up.
Coming up.
He knows. Bay's going to quickly push him.
Ooh.
Almost getting taken out by a flanking shot there. I wonder if Dooley's going to come out and try to harass.
Ooh, look at Stark.
Where's the explosive satchel play?
Does this building have destruction texture?
It could. Yanni's going to try and throw some grenades out.
Well, if this is anything like those other ones that he...
skirmishes by Gavian throwing some good grenades there, but Yanni just blew himself up with his own cooked grenade. He's on the multi. People just watch him. Oh, Bay fails his wake up check. Iander fires. Oh, what is this?
I refuse.
What is this?
That didn't happen.
What is this? Oh. Oh my god. Alright, so Bay goes down, but he manages to make Yanni kill himself.
SL3 cat plan in chat.
And Bay dies. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it.
No, that didn't happen.
Oh.
Liru, that didn't happen.
When you camp a rooftop so hard, you make the guy on point on the enemy team kill himself with his own cooked grenade. Oh.
Literally didn't happen.
I can't believe this. Gavian taking the suppressed gun of Bay. Dooley's still hiding in a tree. He's got Azariah nearby, but he's just going on stealth. If OPFOR isn't careful, they're going to have more BLUFOR harass their rear and potentially just hit everything. I mean, yes, Bay... Do we credit Bay with that kill dream? I don't...
Yeah, no, we credit the fucking... institutions of like, special needs.
Okay.
That's who we credit.
Sure. Never a dull moment in Friday Night Fights.
I don't know, like, genuinely, Yanni has done some incredible things, but that is 5 head. He kills himself to make Bay think he's safe, so he doesn't run and then gets naded. That was his plan, surely. Surely it wasn't as simple as him just pulling a nade and then just forgetting.
Sure. Oh, Dooley's about to have a lot of people pass his perimeter.
I did a coin flip a few minutes ago to see how the rest of this day was going to go, and I said heads is going to go good and tails is going to go horrible, and it landed on tails, so we are now in a dark timeline.
Let's see if OPFOR notices the color distortion in that tree. I think they're going to dismiss it. Right there, you can see part of his arm.
Yeah, I'm just holding it up.
Yeah, I'm worried he'll like backblast Dooley. Oh man, these guys are walking right past him, not noticing that color distortion. They're thinking it's part of the floor.
Eander, I just know Eander wants to go for it. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. Oh, that's a lot of bullets.
The UH-60 does not care.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Dark Rancher, thanks for the 18-month resub, my man. I think that gets you a new badge too. Hope you keep enjoying the operation.
I was flying the same thing in TMTM last night, and my buddy in another chopper took basically like 30 rounds of high explosive autocannon and just kind of didn't care.
Gianni's in my chat now. He says, nade, question mark? We don't talk about that nade.
No, we talk about that fucking nade. That's going on Liru's channel. I might revive my shorts channel just to throw that on.
It's a good name.
That's going to be talked on like everywhere. F&F media. I'm going to like put it everywhere, Yanni. Yanni, I like you, but my God. Oh, Sam.
Drunk Fire giving Yanni a sub for it too. I love it.
Oh my God.
You all keep enjoying everything.
Liru, they're dropping like grenades and smokes out the
Are they throwing grenades out of the truck? Oh, they are. They're throwing. I love it. Yes. So apparently he was cooking it and he accidentally flicked his scroll wheel and hit the ROM button and just annihilated himself. Beautiful. Yanni, have you been drinking? Out of curiosity.
If you say
Dooley's
no,
now moving.
I'm going to be severely upset.
He said maybe, which means no. Because any Finnish would be proud to say that he's using performance-enhancing drugs, aka alcohol.
All I'm saying is, if he was conscious enough to come in here and go, we don't talk about that.
Just two of what, Yanni? Beers, scotch, shots?
He's not drunk enough to like facilitate that. Like that is.
So we're at 32 minutes left on this round. Still a lot of time for OPFOR to smash through, but these choke points are going to be tough. And with BLUFOR X-Ray on the rear, even though so far they've only been doing some minor delay in action, that could still change.
That wasn't Scandi Recon. That was Norwegian push force.
I just want to say to Yanni, that wasn't really Scandi Recon of you. Oh my gosh, they just shot the shit out of a Huntai and it fell.
That was Norwegian assault force. Not Scandi Recon.
Firing some blind GLs out.
I don't even know what's going on in this fucking
Stark,
game
I think, saw him. He's now looking up the opposite direction with that suppressed SOCOM. Oh, Dooley just got spotted. Moist getting hit. He can still be brought back up. And Pierce sees Dooley and is trying to keyhole him as Dooley now pulls back. And OPFOR Platoon have found the speedboat miniguns and have stolen them and are now driving them off.
Nice.
It's BLUFOR's boats.
What the fuck is going on in this game, by the way? So, I don't... We've had an MP7 door gunner.
Yep.
A grenade-dropping helicopter.
Yep.
A suicidal finish man.
Yep.
Falcon.
Yep.
MI8 that can't shoot straight.
Yep.
And boats.
And boats.
And boats.
And this has only been the first round.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, no, X-Ray is a delaying force right now. They are a sacrificial lamb to basically stall OPFOR's advance. And so far, it's been working to some extent. They've been a little slower to get in this AO, I want to say, by at least 5 minutes. Now we have the chopper firing in.
The UH-60 has actually landed, and I'm interested to know what they're going to do here, because if I was them, I'd just go, hey, can I have your gun? And then just use that instead of an MP7. Or I'd go there, see if I can find the explosive specialist, take a satchel charge.
OPFOR is going to mount their chopper and fly it somewhere, and they're going to try to bypass these choke points.
Imagine if... I don't know if this is possible, because you can throw grenades outside.
Platoon HQ bringing these 3 boats over. They're going to redeploy and try to completely bypass these choke points.
Oh my god, imagine. But yeah, so... I can only imagine you can do this if you throw grenades out, but I want the helicopter to find an explosive specialist, make him throwable, and then,
throw explosive satchels out of the helicopter?
Do the funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to see that.
Pay for pain idea?
Yeah, so Yanni, he's in here telling me OPFOR's plan is to outright ignore the bridges. They're gonna hit this objective, remount their boats, and the helicopter and just go over. And that's really smart, because now they can redeploy on the southern side, bypass all of Green 4's defenses. And the UH-60 that BLUFOR has isn't in the air right now. It's not being utilized. So they're not going to be able to see this coming. Because it's back at base.
Are they abandoning the chopper?
No, I think they're giving Reapers a new gun to fire, and he's trying to argue with the Germans on Green 4 to get a new gun.
Use his pistol. But what is the point in having this UH-60? Like, honestly.
To scout for OPFOR doing anything other than the bridge inserts, and honestly, that's exactly what they're going to end up doing here. So Dooley might be able to stop some stuff. Falcon's going north, though, I guess, check on his boats. I think BLUFOR is going to start realizing, the question is, can Korvac radio that in with his LR?
Did BLUFOR agree for having AA?
Nope.
Oh, great.
So Dooley now being engaged, he sees that these boats are being redeployed. Not sure if he caught OPFOR moving through this open field here, though. And he's quickly folding in.
I wasn't on push talk. I just want to say, while we have a bit of a lull in the combat, I have ordered a pizza with some chicken that if you were here a few months ago, you would know it made me sick 3 times in a row. So all I'm saying is 4th time's a charm.
This This is why I enjoy when you suffer. Anyway.
What?
So we got Koak alone all the way on the northern
hungry.
side. I think he's prone, maybe AFK for a little bit. OPFOR, they did, you know, have forces over here to check the bridges, I guess, just to see if the northern one was taken. Why is there an unconscious guy?
Where?
Blam is unconscious in the rock.
Of course he is.
And that is so King can drag him out of the rock. Nope,
Okay.
Bland woke back up again. And King just went
King
into the
is
rock.
now in the rock.
You just gotta... What?
Have they not realized that there is just a passable wall in that area of the rock, and they should not go up that area of the rock?
Well, then.
Oh, this could go so horribly, and I want it to.
I know, Yanni. I hope you were, I know you were streaming. I hope you're recording
Surely
that.
Blue+4 and Green
Hey,
must
Tom,
know
how
they're
you doing?
not going to come from the bridges, right? Sure.
Now the MIA it's harassing. However, it has people loaded. I think it's looking for a good LZ. Or it's just staying up there to harass Green 4 and
It
Blue
does,
4.
remember, it said it does have 20 parachutes, so...
Yeah.
Oh, the UH-60's back in the sky.
Falcon's running back to grab the armed speedboat minigun. Not sure if it has any bullets left, but he could potentially grab that Vic and then just solo hit people. But I think the OPFOR is pulling back to grab that one vehicle as well to use it for their boats because it's an additional transport craft that they could potentially utilize. The question here is, does it have any ammo?
I think Red 4 should rush the bridge, because I think that would be cool.
Oh, and now there's a speedboat minigun coming back. Falcon could ambush them. If he waits for them to get close. Yeah, so he's going to get in a seat and just try to relax here. Wait for them to come by. Yeah, so he's going to hide. He's going to wait for them to come up, and then he's going to shoot them with the gun.
Do you think they're trying to find boats?
Yeah, they're trying to get this boat so they can use it. That boat's going to come right up here.
There's 4 of them in there, though, so...
Yep. Now he's hearing them slow down. Shots are short.
Falcon.
The gun's disabled.
The gun's disabled. They haven't noticed Falcon yet, though.
How did the gun get disabled?
Because it probably got shot.
Falcon getting one drop. No, that was someone getting on the speedboat minigun, but Gavian, he's on the gun, but it doesn't have any ammo.
And he got out and died by the nade.
Amazing.
Gavian will now drown. Why is it with people not being able to fucking get things on target? Just look up a little bit, man.
Azariah pushing, he's being flanked by Falcon. Taking enfilading fire as he gets knocked unconscious. And he's dead.
Oh, Stark, though.
Grab, yep, Stark, both trying to pull around. Korvac might not see this flank coming. Arcor being caught in the open by Korvac. Gavian wakes back up. Korvac taking some suppressed shots. He might now be forced to pull back from the top of that hill, mountain, whatever we're going to call this. It's a rock. It's a rock. Grenades being thrown down. This is going to interrupt OPFOR's plan, though, to utilize the boats to do this wide flank around.
Oh, I think Arcor's just opting to maybe get out of there.
Another grenade goes down. Yep, he's going to try to pull back with the boat. Grenade. I don't think he's going to roll back. Nope. Gavian gets him.
No.
Falcon! Okay,
Nice.
technically Arcor backed into him.
Yeah. But then again, Falcon also could have dodged that fairly easily, let's be honest here.
Oh, he's trying to line up the gun to get close enough so he can hit the
Oh,
boat!
for God's sakes.
That's why he's trying to close the distance! He's trying to get close enough so the turn-down gun can actually hit him!
Leading him straight into Grav and Stark.
And I think he just noticed that last second, so now he's pulling back. Oh, and he gets headshotted!
Stark with the headshot. And now he spins. And now they're not going to be able to get that boat, because they will die.
They can try stopping it with the other boat to some comedic effect.
Yeah. Did Mobile X die? He was here, and now he's gone.
He's pulling back.
Oh no, he's there. So where's Korvac?
Korvac died.
Oh.
So, more than half of the time of this round has been elapsed here. OPFOR's transfer plan has kind of been scuffed a bit. They can still do it, but if Green 4 realizes what OPFOR is trying to do, they could redeploy and really strengthen the final objective at Plefficon. But now the UH-60 is back in the air and patrolling. I think OPFOR's in a little bit of trouble here because at the rate they're going, they are going to have a time issue. Oh, parachute ploy.
Oh, no.
Now we need to see that MI8 go back, grab more people, and deploy the rest on the parachute line, and so they might be able to get in and sneak the objective.
Okay, it was 1 RCC, so... I just love seeing people pull their parachutes too late. Or too early.
Yep, still first round, Obanek.
Oh, but some of them are being GL'd, so...
Yeah.
It wasn't as secret as they thought it was.
So now I'm wondering if we're going to see all the northern forces pull back south. We see the M2 car, excuse me, truck now starting to potentially pull south as well. And the rest of OPFOR, they're getting some other boats, not wanting to risk the other boat there to pull them back. It's still going to take another 10 minutes to do this proper deployment. So if in that 10 minutes, Blue 4 and Green 4 pull south to hold Plefficon, I think they might actually be able to win to a time stall. Because OPFOR took too long because they kept getting stalled by X-Ray.
Okay, MI8 is going for a diving play here, which is extremely dangerous because that is such a front-heavy helicopter.
Yep. They got it. They're trying to hit the UH-60 as the UH-60, I think, is in the air trying to do... Yep. Yeah, Reaper literally has a handgun. He's throwing grenades. Yeah, so he took all the Germans' grenades.
Good. This is exactly.
And he's landing them right on top of Starg.
Starg. Fucking Stark's French counterpart.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Oh God! Who is this? Is this?
I know,
Maz?
Falcon. We saw it.
It's Maz and Shy. They're just, please. Why can't they get bullets on target?
Well, unfortunately, Falcon, the gunner of the helo only has a handgun. So, you know, they're trying. All right, so now you got Pepega Pirates coming around to deal with OPFOR's X-ray force here, which is a great call. UH-60 is going to chase the MI8 away. We need to see the rest of Blue 4 and Green 4 on the northern side pull back down to the south. Otherwise, they could potentially be outnumbered here.
What is Dingo? The solo man?
Well, the MI8 doesn't have people anymore. They weren't able to deploy them with the parachute because it was 8 people. Yeah, so the MI8 is now going to land and try to pick up the rest of these infantry. UH-60 going to take a lot of fire here.
Nice.
Oh, I just heard some glass get hit there. They're fine. What I gotta wonder now is, does the UH-60 have any capability to intercept that MI8 because it's gonna go for another parachute run? However, now we do have the M2 car in the vicinity of where OPFOR is gonna probably deploy everything. Yeah, oh yeah, no, that thing's gonna be doing circles till the end of the round. Let's be honest.
That UH-60
Yeah, it's gonna cut around. It's not gonna harass the ribs on the northern side. You do have Koak. I think he's back. He's going to be pushing north, probably trying to get a ride from the ribs.
I get you're trying to be careful, but you have 18 minutes left and you're doing a seaborne invasion.
Yeah, 18 minutes. Oh, the gunner for the M2 just got sniped.
Which M2?
Out of the car. So sideways, it was Guy Fieri on the gun, and he just got picked off by one of the X-ray guys.
God.
I think Theki got him.
Damn. Is that Theki or is it the Killian? Is it Theki? I don't fucking know.
I call him Theki because his full name is the Killian, but I call him Theki because that's the only part of his name that comes up. I'm sorry, Killian. I know we have this thing like every month where that's brought up, but...
I know, yeah, no, I know I've said it before, but I couldn't remember if it was Killian. It's actually not, so... I don't know if he ran out of space because of the 1RCC.
Oh, no, it just cuts off the name and the roster because his full name is there if you hover over it, 1RCC the Killian. But it just, the roster only deploys so many characters.
So there is a bridge push going on.
Yep, that's meant to be a distraction. You're going to see a massive infantry push from boats as well. I think they're going to land right on top of the objective, if not on the southern corner.
Yeah, and
Green 4 and Blue 4 have failed to redeploy their units to the north.
Green 4...
Sam might land to pick Dooley up. He is landing to pick Dooley up, I think.
On the objective. Not on the objective, on the bridge, and just blew it way too early.
That's a shame. Oh, yeah, right. When you pulled up to the boat, Falcon, I remember seeing that. Chopper's going to land on the southern side, I think, with 17 minutes. I think OPFOR actually has this. Green 4 have failed to deploy their northern troops. They're not going to be able to make it in time. OPFOR, even though they're being run up on with their early scout elements, we have too much coming in.
No one's seen the boats.
Yeah.
No one's looking at the boats. They're all looking at the helicopter.
INC has Matt. He could actually take out 2 of those boats because he has 2 AT rounds per, but...
No one's checking the water. They're all...
no.
The boats could literally just turn left. Sooner or later, the boats are actually
Jedi,
going to be...
thanks for a 3-month
Oh,
resub
no,
at tier 2. I hope you've enjoyed the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
Well, see, we have,
they're going
like,
to the south to reinforce because they don't want to risk driving right up to the AO and getting hit with AT, which in my opinion is a smart play. With 16 minutes remaining, I think they still have plenty of time to make this. Because Green 4 and Blue 4 have just completely misread the AO and still decided to hold both bridges and stretch themselves thin. Now, granted, they are murdering this bridge team, which I believe is the other half of Scandi with all the fill-ins for Bravo 2, but these guys are here to distract as the main force attacks from the south. And just look at the amount of southern defenders, and you're going to see the amount of OPFOR guys here.
Comes the smoke push.
Yeah, they're going to charge right in.
Oh god, that's a lot of people. Someone's going to accidentally throw a grenade and it's going to be funny. And
15 minutes remaining, but here's the push. Here's the naval invasion. I think it's going to be GG.
Some of them are firing flares because they don't realize that they haven't got the smoke slowed anymore.
So now Green 4 and Blue 4 are starting to notice this massive push of forces, but it's too late. Because even the Green 4 vehicles are on the northern side. So it's going to be up to Fisher, Torm, Rufins, Fred, and N1 to hold against pretty much 3/5 of OPFOR's main force here.
Dub.
If not 4/5. So, yeah, Fisher's at here. He's ground command. He should be the one, like, ordering everyone to pull back at this point. And we're starting to see forces mount. You're seeing Blue 4 starting to run in. That UH-60 could land and pick people up and then immediately redeploy them, but they have, like, a 2-minute window tops to get those guys in before they're overrun. We're going to see AT. That was an HE round hitting the tower. OPFOR MAT teams can take this tower out and deny more eyes, because Fisher has a really good position here with a great keyhole, but I mean, that's also command. Yep, UH-60 is going to pick up Mobile X. Honestly, I think it should have picked up the other group and deployed them first, but it's a panic right now. Blue 4 and Green 4 are definitely in this panic. Well, yeah, Falcon, it was fun for you and X-Ray, but for most of these guys... Hey, Arma Jesus is showing up, too.
Jesus has returned.
Yeah. He realized what was going on in this round, and he's come back. Keen are going to run... Keen's group's going to run it into Skip. There's Skip. There's King shooting at him, and some shots from Legal Action as well. He goes down, but that's only going to serve to stall that additional force of infantry coming in. More AT going up on the tower. Tower is in a damaged state. One more round will probably take it out.
I feel bad for Fisher.
Wow, it tanked it. All right, more. One of the Blue 4 guys is dead in the tower. UH-60 flying overhead. They can still, I guess, shoot out of the sides, but good God.
The UH-60 is just fucking vibing at this point.
You got more OPFOR guys that are being deployed. Hold up, that's the... MI8 just deployed its gunners, and they're going to land in CQC. Nice. They're being fired at. Wow, Fisher shot and knocked out Azuki, who was firing at Maz.
Wait, was that
and
the
Maz
parachute?
just got shot by another wave of friendly fire.
Was Mads in the parachute?
Yes. So OPFOR just killed their own OPFOR dudes coming in, not realizing they're the only side with parachutes on this scenario.
That's so perfect.
Okay. I don't get it, but all right, cool. The M2 car's now up here trying to shoot. There goes the tower. Fisher falls out. UH-60 needs to go back and pick up its remaining BLUFOR guys at this rate. Green 4's infantry are stalled. OPFOR starting to get on top of this 12 men remaining. It's GG. It's GG. M2 car pulling back as well. Fisher somehow wakes up.
Gigi.
I'd assume the cache is in the HQ building, yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that grenade takeout.
Fisher just got annihilated. Oh, they're throwing nades in, but it's just going to hurt them because some of them are.
Well, no, they're throwing them in all the right spots to make sure people are down. It's only Draco still up. BLUFOR desperately trying to land to pick up more guys. It's too late. I think OPFOR has this in the bag at this rate. Got AT going in on towers, too. There's a guy unconscious in there, I believe. He's now dead. Yep. You saw his body freshly twitching. Now you got the MI8 flying in to take out that tower. Oh, God. Just look at this OPFOR charge in.
It took him a fucking while to get there.
Draco just shot from multiple different directions. He was able to take one out. Now you're seeing mag dumping on the cache.
Hotel 1, they've got a crew.
I know the UH-60's coming in.
No, there's no way. Unless...
If they landed right on top and OPFOR doesn't do anything about it. Three-way mag dump.
Unfucking less?
Oh, no. That cache is dead, yeah. No way.
That would have been so fucking cool.
And the fighting continues. The UH-60 flying overhead.
He goes.
He gets out! He's got the MP7!
No, he gets out and the story there is he killed everyone.
Of course.
That is the story.
That's the story.